Hey, how's everybody doing today? It's Mike here. It's Imperial Tropicals. We got a fun Friday planned for us today. We're gonna look at some of the new fish in the show tank. We're gonna look at some new fish that we have in stock that's gonna go live today. So you guys are gonna hear about it before they ever hit the website. So that's pretty cool. And we're gonna also talk about the fish that are gonna go on sale today, starting at 1 o'clock. So if you guys can hear me, let me know. I don't see any comments coming in yet. But yeah, we're gonna have a fun day today. We're gonna see. Hello, Lynx. Good to see you. Um, we're gonna take a look at the show tank though, guys, first, and then we're gonna look in just a couple minutes at a fish that I'm personally really excited about. They are new to us. They're relatively new to the hobby, but they have been gaining a lot of popularity. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna look at those. Well, let me turn you guys around here, and then we will. We're also, do believe here in a minute, we are going to be adding some fish into the tank as well. But here's how the show tank looks after adding the fish last week. Let's see if I can get this camera down and stable for you guys and lined up. So the aggression has greatly slowed down, guys. Everyone's kind of figured out who's who in the tank. The fish have really held their color. None of them colored down too much, except for maybe this guy here, the Venustius. There's a couple of them. They were really dominant when we first put them in, and they were really kind of running the tank for a day or two. But they seem to calm down. Everyone kind of sorted everything out. Hello, hello, Los Angeles Cichlids, Javonia, Hornick, Steve. Welcome everybody. Amarachi, thank you for letting me know you could hear me. Hello, Davo. So I think we got another about 20, 25 fish we're about to add. Now, before we go into that, guys, if you are new to peacock and hap keeping, I just want to reiterate the good practice of never adding just one fish at once. It's really hard on that one fish. They go through a lot. It's good to add a bunch of fish at once when you have a tank like this. It helps spread out the aggression and it kind of resets who's the dominant fish in the tank, and it really gives your new fish a better chance. If you're just adding one or two fish into a tank like this, where we have about 50 fish in there, uh, there's gonna be targets on their back, and they're really going to have a hard time acclimating into the tank. So just something to think about if you are adding fish into your peacock or hap tank. You never want to do just one. It's pretty rough on those fish. For you guys who are just now joining, um, stay tuned. Right after we're gonna add a couple fish into this tank. We're gonna add 25 fish, and then when we're done with that, we are going to be talking about a brand new fish that's going to hit the website today at 1 o'clock, and then go over the sales items. And also, we are going to do a giveaway as well. So we're going to do the two giveaways, one for Facebook users, one for YouTube users. And as we set up here, guys, I'm going to see really quick just how we're going to do this today. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We were doing a little planning, so I had to mute the mic. I'm going to go on the other side, and we're going to have Wyatt. He's the person who's been picking out all these fish and deciding what's going in the tank. So Wyatt's going to release. We'll get an angle from over here. We'll see how they do. Look, if they think they're getting fed, all the fish are coming up top. Looking really good. So that's about 25 new fish we just added into the tank. Right away, no immediate reaction from the fish. They're more worried about trying to get food. Good afternoon, Robbie. So yeah, guys, that's pretty nice. That's another about 25 fish. So we're around 70, 75 fish in the tank as of right now. And that is, let's back up as much as we can. So this is a 600-gallon show tank for us, and right now it's got about 70 to 75 peacocks and haps. Right now I think it's mostly peacock heavy, but it's pretty good mix in there. So Los Angeles Cichlids, who is the tank boss? Well, originally I would say the tank boss was the Venustus. They were hogging this side over here, hogging the rock structure, and over here as well. But as of right now, honestly, I don't see any one fish that's more of a tank boss than anyone else. They all we purposely selected all fish about the same size. That's that 3 to 4 inch size. Today we did add a couple smaller fish. These are new here. These albino fish. I think these are the albino red empress. But overall, they're mostly 3 to 4 inch fish, and I haven't seen anything where I would say, yeah, this is the most dominant fish in the tank. But it's looking really good. What do you guys think about the colors? I really like it. A couple of us have said the same thing separately, that in the video, it's, to me, it doesn't do it justice, but in person we all say the same thing. It looks like a Skittles tank. It's kind of similar how shrimp keepers will have Skittle packs where they sell different colored shrimp. This is kind of how that looks here. These fish are just really vibrant, really colorful, really active, always begging for food. I mean, that's what they're doing now. They all think they're going to get fed. Look at them following my hands. So it's pretty cool. And especially to see this reaction so soon, it really goes to show why people love their peacock and hap tanks so much. Yes, there is firefish in here. They're pink to red, so these are our firefish. Up here are firefish as well. And over here are some firefish. So yeah, the pinkish ones there are, I think, a couple pink flash in here too. You can see the difference in the body shape. And then so here's a pink flash. He's super unique. He's hiding over there. He's really unique. He's not like your typical pink flash. He's got pink and blue in him. Let's get him to turn for you guys. There you go. He's a really cool fish, and he's got like an iceberg kind of coloration to him in person. I'm not sure if the camera or our lighting really shows that off. That's something I want to work on, guys. We only have one little LED strip on here. It's a good light, but it's not bright enough to really make the colors of these fish pop. So that's something we're going to work on. All right, so let's go talk about what I'm really excited about. Now, this is a new fish to us. They were bred by one of our own here. We never had this fish before. He sourced these fish on his own, I believe, from like Aquabit or something. And then he started breeding them, and we are purchasing them and reselling them. They are a really, really interesting fish. And they are a softwater species, so keep that in mind. Now, today at 1 o'clock, they are going to be on the website. So right now, all we have are juveniles. So these guys are 1 to 2 inches. But if you visit the website, you can see the exact photos of the parents. So these were bred here by Rob. He works in the office. So if any of you guys have ever emailed with us, you've probably heard from him. So I'm going to show these fish for a second, and if any of you guys have any guesses as to what they are, let me know. I'll let you guys know in just a minute, though, if nobody guesses. John, the tank is, I believe, 8 feet by 4 feet by 3 or 4 feet tall. Let's see if I can get some more of these fish in focus for you guys. Happy Friday, Kim. Amends made. Hello, happy Friday. So if anybody has any guesses onto what these fish are, let me know. And in a second, if nobody guesses, I will let you know. Miguel, thank you for joining. You're at the doctor's office for a checkup. Well, hopefully everything comes back good. And thank you for joining us. Scott says some type of a pisto. That is incorrect. Look at their round little faces. And also note that these guys aren't super common in the hobby right now. I am not too sure of any of the larger companies who have them available right now. Yeah, it's hard to see. They're small and they're in a 40-gallon. So, Vaughn, you're on the right track. Do you have a specific species in mind? So, Vaughn Lurker says Ivanacara. Tribal Aquatics is on the right track, says Dwarfacara. It's not a gourami. It is an Ivanacara. But do you know which species? Let's see if I can get them. Yeah, so you got it right, Von Lurker. These are the Ivanacara bimaculata. These guys don't have a common name, so I'm going to show you guys the tag of their name and how they'll be on the website. So it's Ivanacara bimaculata. And so these guys are 1 inch. You can see there's some that are 1.5 inches, but they're pretty small. Now, these guys are really cool fish. As soon as these go live on the website, you guys can see how the adults look. They look amazing, especially the males when they're in breeding coloration. A great thing about these guys is they're not too aggressive. They don't get too big, and they're relatively easy to spawn. So if you're looking for a fish that you want to spawn, this would be a really, really good project if you're looking to do something kind of different, but also, so they are egg layers, so they're kind of harder, like in a pisto, but also they're really good parents. So what Rob has told us as far as breeding them goes, he leaves the parents with the fry for, I think he said 6 weeks. And then he removes them. So they do a really good job at parenting. I know it doesn't look like there's a lot of fish in here, but there's at least 60. So we're starting with putting 40 up on the website. So these guys are super cool, and we're really happy. Hello, Troy. Welcome to the feed. Let me set you guys down here and see, get the camera kind of situated. And see how they're doing. Just watch them for a second. So Spencer, our bimaculatas are locally bred here in Florida from one of our employees, and he sourced his from another breeder somewhere in the U.S. I'm unsure where he purchased them online. Um, so I'm not sure where his originally came from, but they were U.S. bred and born, and now these are Florida bred and born. Kim, are you talking about our show tank, or are you talking about the tank we are currently looking at? regardless, I'll just give you an answer for both. The tank we're currently looking at is a 40-gallon breeder, and our show tank is a 600-gallon tank, and it has a 125-gallon sump. Now, the sump holds probably anywhere from 75 to 50 gallons, depending on how high it is. All right, guys, so let's go look at some other fish. These guys are really cool. Highly recommend them if you're into dwarf fish. These guys are great. They're cute. They stay small. They're easy to breed, and they are just really fun to watch once they get settled in. So let's go over some of our items that are going to be on this week's sale. So there's going to be 10 items like usual. And let's start with the first one. Now, this fish isn't currently in the warehouse. They are down in the greenhouse. Let me get this going here. So the first item is let's look at some of these lemon tetras for a second, guys. So the first item is otter points. The 2 to 3 inch otter points are going to be on sale this week. And then the next item, we're going to go take a look at them. These guys have been super popular for us. So the next item is the Israeli strain Japanese blue gold leertail guppy. That's a really long name, but they've been really, really nice. They've been selling pretty well. Let me find the tank. Okay, here they are. So these guys are really nice. These are going to go on sale. We have a lot more of these. This is just what's in the tank right now. This is something we breed here in-house, so we have more down in our greenhouse, in our breeding areas. You can see they're so bright. The camera doesn't want to pick them up. The front half of them is like gold, and it's really like messing with the lighting of the camera. It's making it blurry. The camera doesn't want to focus in on them, but they look really nice with the blue and gold on them. Jerry Collins says a show tank is cool. Yeah, it really is. I'm a really big fan of the new peacock tank. I'm a planet tank guy myself, but how that peacock and hat tank is coming out is really nice. All right, next item going on sale, we do not have up here to show. It is our yellow shrimp. So our 3 packs of yellow shrimp are going to go on sale. And then we also don't have this item just because it's the females we don't keep up here, but we can go look at some males. The thick skin obliquitans are 3 to 4 inch pairs. They're going to go on sale. So if anyone is looking into breeding, those would be a really cool, they look really nice. I'm not seeing, here they are. So here's the tank of males. You see how dark some of these males are. So that's the thick skin obliquitans. The pairs of those will be up for sale. And then the next is the Eastern Haps. They're 4 to 5 inchers. I don't believe we have any that large up here right now. I think we only have small ones in. Let me swing around and see if we have any. We had a nice group up here that were really fired up. We were getting new photos of them, and we brought them up here the other day. But I don't think. Yeah, we brought them back. We put them back where they came from, but we did have a really, really nice male Eastern Hap up here. The next is going to be the Dactaris, the 3 to 4 inch pairs. A lot of pairs this week, guys. Trying to encourage some breeding out there. Also, I'd like to try and encourage people to do like a species only tank. It's really nice to see how fish react when you have species only. So here are the smaller dactari. The larger ones are elsewhere. These guys are a little skittish right now. I'm going to sit still a second and see if these guys will calm down. they, they're avoiding the camera like the plague. But these are nice Mabuna. And then we have the gold Mabamba bays, 1 to 2 inch unsexed are going on sale. Now, we don't have a lot of these guys, so once we run out of these, like, I don't know when we'll have them again. So let's go look at those really quick. Let's see. So here's what we have for what's in stock. So these are the 1 to 2 inch in stock gold Mabamba bays. And they're a good 1.5 inch, most of them. So they're not like these tiny, tiny little fry. All right. Next on the list is the Panda Gara. So these guys are really cool. Panda Gara are nice community tank fish. Help clean your tank up if you need some help with some algae or anything. I think they're one of the cutest fish you can get. They're really peaceful. They just do their own thing. One thing I do encourage though is if you do keep these Panda Gara, is that you have a tight fitting lid. They can basically like climb with their little mouth and their fins. They're really good at suctioning onto things. So highly recommend you have a nice lid on your tank because they can be little escape artists. So those 3 packs will be on sale this week. And then also right next door, we have, now this tank just got a water change, so it's a little cloudy, but our 1 to 2 inch chocolate bushy nose are going to be on sale this week. That's the chocolate bushies, 1 to 2 inchers. And the final item is a pretty cool one. Not often seen. So these are the Chilinachromis bifurnatus, and these came with a location on them. They were tagged bifurnatus south, so I do believe they were just that's where they were originally caught. The 5 packs of 1 to 2 inch are going to be on sale. These guys are really cool. When they get larger, as they get larger, they'll get some yellow coloration in them. And we breed these here down in our breeding room. And these guys were really good parents too. Our first spawn that we had of these, we actually didn't even know they spawned, and the babies were blending in really well into the sand. And the parents were they were kind of acting weird, acting different. And that's what made us tune in to like really, really check. And we're like, oh, wow, there's a bunch of fry, probably about a week old, swimming around in the bottom of the tank. So they can be really good parents as well. So Dexter, good question. Any idea when we'll get German blue or black rams in? So German blue rams we get pretty regularly. We have a pretty steady supply of them. And the black rams is something that isn't it's it's hit or miss when we order them, and breeding them is a little bit of a challenge. So we do have some German blue rams in. We're doing inventory today, so if there aren't any on the website, that might mean that we actually are sold out. But if not, we should have some more German blue rams up at some point today. And they're looking really nice in here. And we are selling some of these as pairs, and we're also offering them as unsexed. So you can obviously see some males and females in here. But yeah, they're looking really good. And Carly said there are some available right now on the website. Moses, any chance of lemon Oscars? As far as I know, no. We don't have any plans on getting any anytime soon, but that could change. You guys have any requests on fish you want to see? Let me know. We'll go look at them before we start our giveaway today. Kim, electric blue rams. I don't believe we have any in stock right now. Um, so Dexter, we keep our tanks here. Let's look at some fish, guys. Our warehouse, our tanks stay at about 78 degrees. Now that works for most fish, but for some fish, it's on a little bit of the warm side. I am concerned about the bimaculata because they like it a little cooler. Also, we imported in some Aspidoris. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Aspidoris, they are a Cory-like catfish from South America. They like significantly cooler waters, so they like it in the mid to low 70s. So it can get a little warm here, but 78 is perfectly acceptable, especially if you're talking about fish like German blue rams or electric blue rams. Let's see what else is looking good. We also have these gold rams. They're looking really good. Sparkling cichlids. We do have Denison barbs available. On our website, I do believe they're up as roseline sharks. So, Roki, the D37s should be up on the website. Let's go look at them. They look really good. We got some good photos of them up on the website. There's a male back there currently sand sifting, but he's way in the back. He hopefully comes up so you guys can get a good look at him. A lot of obvious females, not as many males. But these guys are looking really good. Not a very common one, which is exciting. Darren, we do have some Polypterus in, so let's go look. We have the Palmus. Let me find them for you. And we have the marbled. Now these are the Palmus. And these guys are just getting bigger. They're probably 6 to 7 inches at this point. There's a smaller one back there. But they're looking really good. This guy's over here begging for food. And we have another tank of some over here. So we got a good amount of these Palmus, the Polypterus Palmus in right now. Look at that guy's little face. Moses, we feed the Bichers just pellet food. They'll eat bloodworms. They'll eat pretty much anything we put in the tank, but mostly they just get pellets. But they'll eat, every now and then we do give them a little bit of bloodworms. I'm gonna turn this camera around, guys. Deal with me for 1 second. I know it's annoying, but so guys, today, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. Let us know you like what we're doing. We're about to do the giveaway. Now, we love to do these giveaways. We do them every single week. We got the $25 giveaway this week. If you guys have any suggestions on what we do as far as giveaways, let me know. Obviously, we can't give away hundreds of dollars, but we tried doing the fish, to give away the fish, and it didn't seem to get as much traction. Now, in the past, we used to do that all the time, and people loved seeing those fish, and they went crazy. And we had a lot of entries for people trying to win those free fish, but seems like lately everyone wants more of the monetary value for the website, which is fine as well. But we want to do what you guys think is the coolest and most exciting to get you guys' engagement as much as possible. Big Junior, what size are in major majority of your tanks there? What is your question, Big Junior? Is it what size our tanks are, or what size the fish are, or just, I'm not sure I understand. If you let me know real quick, I can answer that for you. Amends would rather take fish. Yeah, it's pretty fun. The only thing with the fish is we do ask that you guys pay for shipping if you win. That is just because shipping is our largest cost. Or if you guys were going to make if you were going to make an order after you won, we would throw the fish in on your order. Oh, so the tanks behind me are 40-gallon breeders. So everything in this warehouse, except for our show tanks, are 40 breeders, or we have maybe about 175s in here as well. So we have 40 breeders or 75 gallons. All right, so we're going to start the giveaway, guys, and then we're going to go look at some of these suggestions. So this week, let me go grab my clipboard, and I'm going to go over the rules as we do. So this week, we're going to go choose a number 0 through 200. As usual, one guess per person, please. If you accidentally guess a number somebody guessed right before you, feel free to guess again, but do not spam it by keep guessing. It makes it hard to find who the actual winner is. If you guess a bunch of times in a row, we're just going to go with whoever guessed the number first without going over. If you go over, unfortunately, even if you're the closest, technically, you're not going to win. So it's without going over. So good luck to you guys. You can go ahead and start guessing. So a number 0 through 200. That's all you got to do is put in a guess. And one winner for Facebook, one winner for YouTube. So go ahead and you guys can start. We're going to go look at some rainbow fish. So I'm going to turn you guys around. So guys, I'm a huge fan of this StreamYard, but the only issue is it takes a little time to get to being able to swap the cameras around. Here are some smaller Millennium rainbows. There's not too many in this tank, but they look good. We're actually pretty low on rainbows right now due to the fact that we haven't restocked in a couple weeks. The Doherty's rainbow. You can really see the males are looking really nice. Let's see what else is looking good. Now, these are kind of small, but the turquoise rainbow, one of my favorites of the rainbows. They're a classic. This is probably my favorite rainbow we currently have in stock, the taboo bill rainbow fish. or the Melanitania sextilineata. Really nice. We have the neon dwarf rainbows. Another classic right there. Yellow rainbows are looking good. This is probably a close second of my favorite rainbow that we have in stock right now, the Kalitawa. Now, they're small. They're about 1.5 inches, but you can already see males and females. So, guys, I see a lot of people. It looks like a lot of people just joined. We are currently doing a giveaway. So, if you'd like to enter, if you choose a number 0 through 200, one guess only, please. We will honor that. So, we're still live on the giveaway. Please only guess one time. These guys are looking really good. Here's a larger tank of some millenniums. It's hard to get a good shot of these tanks. Our skylights make it really difficult sometimes with the glare. But these are larger, probably 3-inch rainbows here. These are in the 3 to 4 inch range. These are looking good too, guys. The Blairs. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining. James Randall, good question. No, none of these plants in our tanks that we pick from are real. We do have some planted tanks for sale. But none of the plants in these tanks that we're currently looking at are real. Here are the Irian red rainbows. This is a funny one, guys. Everyone always calls these Iranian red rainbows, but the name is actually Irian, Irian. For a long time, I also called them Iranian reds. Let's see. So rainbows. Oh, here, these guys are cool too. I want to highlight these really quick. A nice native fish, the rainbow. No, these are the metallic shiners. These are bred here by us, but these are also a Florida native fish. These just got brought up yesterday, so they are a little shy, staying towards the back. But these guys are really nice. I really like when the light hits them. They're really, really metallic-y. You get some little like hints of reds and blues and greens. Really nice. Big Junior, great question. Are rainbow fish hard to breed? And the answer is, or easy to breed. The answer is absolutely. They are super easy to breed. If you have a male and you have a female, and a lot of times they're very easy to tell male from female. If you have one of each and you put a spawning mop in your tank, you're gonna have eggs. They're very easy to breed. The hard part with rainbows is just waiting for the fry to grow up. They're so tiny, and they take a really long time. I was looking for a spawn mop to show you, but we don't have any up here right now. So Roki has a good question. Guys, I'm going to stop the contest right now. So if you are done guessing, Carly will look for the winners, and I am going to release the numbers after I explain after I answer this question. Carly already knows the numbers. She's going to search, but in a minute, I will let you know the numbers. So Roki asks, when you order multiple unsexed fish from the same species, how do you select them? Do you try to give a male and female? So Roki, that greatly depends on what you ordered and what we have in stock. But the way we do it here, the way we train our employees is to always try to send a good ratio of fish. So if you're ordering, let's say the perfect example is we had a customer today. Say they were asking about blue dolphins. They wanted to order 2 to 3 inch unsexed blue dolphins and they wanted to order 10, and they wanted us to say, they wanted to know, hey, can you ensure me that I'll get a good ratio? Now, we're going to do our best, but obviously at this size, we cannot tell male from female very effectively because they're still immature. Now, in fish, we can tell. So let's go over here. Let's look for a fish we can tell. So let's go for these Eureka Reds. Now, these Eureka Reds are 2 to 3 inch, unsexed. Now, if somebody ordered 5 of these, first thing we're going to do is we're going to select the nicest fish out of the tank in that size range. So we're going to select this young, immature male at 2 to 3 inch. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick, most likely, two to three females and then another male if it's available. Now, if it's not available, we're not going to do that, but we try our absolute best to sell in good ratios. That does a couple things. That helps us out so we're not stuck with just thousands of female fish. And also, it helps our customers out who are trying to breed certain fish. Now, on African cichlids, if we can sex them, they're going to be up on the website as a sexed fish. Uh, and we will do everything we can to honor that. So if you order a male fish, we are going to send you a male fish. Now, if you request certain things, we are never going to be able to 100% guarantee a request unless you purchase that fish. So if you ordered a 2 to 3 inch unsexed fish and you emailed us and requested that we pick a female fish or a male fish, we will do everything we can to meet that request, but we cannot guarantee it. So guys, that's gonna be that really quick. Let me grab my clipboard and give you guys the winning numbers. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, so this week I went with 2 of my favorite athletes. I am from Illinois. I am from Chicago area originally, so I went with 2 of the greatest ever. So Facebook 23. So you got Michael Jordan, and then YouTube you have 34 or Walter Payton. So congratulations to whoever those 2 lucky people are. Carly should have just about figured that out. So in a second, she'll probably post that for you. And men's from Danville. I've been down that way when I was younger, doing some state fairs, I believe, amends. So while Carly looks, we're gonna look at some fish. The red-tail penguin tetras looking really good. We have some future what you see, what you get fish right here. If you guys are interested at all in redhead tapajos, I definitely recommend you keep an eye out because we have some nice redhead tapajos about to hit the website. We still have to get the video for them, but those are going to be a what you see, what you get item shortly. What else is looking good, guys? Let me sneak past this aisle here. We have some other what you see, what you get fish soon to be on the website. This is one of our old firefish breeders, and he's probably 5 to 6 inches here. I know somebody requested to see some star sapphires. Here is one. He's starting to chip up. Got a nice one right in front of his eye. Here is another old star sapphire breeder. All right, guys. So Carly has announced the winners. So it looks like Douglas Womble on Facebook and Lynn. So congratulations, Lynn, with the guess of 28 on YouTube. So got a regular there, Lynn. So congratulations. If you guys could email us at fish@imperialtropicals.com, we will get you the $25 store credit. Here we have some albino Taiwan reefs. Let me see what else is catching my eye really quick, guys, before we get out of here for today. Actually, before we leave, let's just go look, see what happened with the show tank after adding the fish at the beginning here. Let's see how they're looking. You guys can also see all three of our show tanks right there. So our first one over here is a planet tank. The second one here is mostly a larger South American tank. And then over here we have our African peacock and hap tank. We did also last week, we didn't take a video, but we did add some Synodontis into this tank. They're hiding underneath the rock work there. They're really large, but you can barely see them. They're all hiding. But overall, it looks like the fish are calming down. There are no fish really fighting for any specific territories right now. So it seems like right now everything's running smooth. So that is good. So guys, this is going to be it for today. I am going to turn around to say thank you to you all for joining us. Really appreciate you guys going. Just today, I was looking at, actually it was yesterday, I was at home and I was looking back at some of our old YouTube live videos, and we used to do a lot more of showing you guys what's going on out in the field, some live videos of us seining ponds. So I'm thinking if we have time, they're bringing in a lot of fish right now. Weather's nice, fish are growing quickly. I'm going to see if I can get out there and do a live stream with you guys on bringing in some fish from the field. To me, that's one of the most exciting parts, but a lot of things have to line up for us to be able to do that. I have to have the time, the weather has to be good, the fish have to be ready. So we're going to look into doing that. So keep an eye out. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, check out our Instagram, check out our Imperial Tropicals Facebook, our Imperial Tropicals Fish Keepers group. We have a really good community there. It's really well monitored. And if you have any questions, a lot of times you'll get an answer within minutes. We have some really great moderators there. So thank you guys, and we will see you next week. Later.